From wedding bells to a quiet goodbye, Paris Jackson and her fiancé Justin Long have officially called it quits. After years of being in the spotlight for her music, advocacy, and famous family legacy, Paris now faces a deeply personal heartbreak. But as the world reacts, many are asking, what really happened between the singer and the music producer? And what does this mean for Paris moving forward? The real story behind Paris Jackson's breakup. The news broke quietly, almost suddenly. Paris Jackson, daughter of music legend Michael Jackson, and her fiancé Justin Long have ended their engagement. It was confirmed by People magazine and echoed across social media. Paris herself made a cryptic yet heartfelt statement in a since-deleted post. She wrote, "Doing life with you these last years has been an indescribable whirlwind. Thank you for letting me be yours. I love you." Short, emotional, and telling, the words carried the weight of a relationship that meant everything and yet didn't last. The post disappearing only made fans more curious. Was this a mutual decision? Was it sudden or long brewing? Paris Jackson, 27, and Justin Long, a music producer, were a creative match, at least on the surface. The couple made their engagement public in December, with Paris gushing in an Instagram post that she couldn't dream of anyone more perfect. Their love story was fast and passionate. By June, Paris was already in full wedding planning mode. She spoke to Access Hollywood with her signature blend of humor and raw spirituality, saying, "The dress is being made, the venue has been picked and the date has been picked by an astrologer, because I'm from LA. I'm all about the crystals and the astrologer, and all that stuff." The couple even walked the red carpet together in June for the Tribeca Festival premiere of her film One Spoon of Chocolate. They looked radiant, but as we've learned time and again in Hollywood, not everything on the surface reflects the reality behind closed doors. To truly understand Paris, we need to look beyond the headlines. She's never been shy about speaking openly, about love, identity, or her struggles. Back in 2021, during a raw and revealing episode of Red Table Talk with Willow Smith, Paris said, "I'm not against marriage, and if I love someone, sure. But right now, my main thing is my spirituality and my music." Even then, she seemed uncertain about whether marriage was in her cards. She added that having children in the future was a maybe. Paris also opened up about her sexuality on her Unfiltered, Paris Jackson and Gabriel Glenn Facebook Watch series. She revealed that she's dated more women than men and doesn't feel comfortable using conventional labels like bisexual. In her words, "I say I'm gay because I guess I am, but I wouldn't consider myself bisexual because I've dated more than just men and women. Eve dated a man that had a vagina. It has nothing to do with what's in your pants, it's literally like, what are you like as a person?" Her understanding of love is complex, fluid, and deeply rooted in emotional connection, not appearances. It makes you wonder, was this engagement truly aligned with the free spirit Paris has always been? Behind all the headlines and heartbreak is a woman who has fought battles far more intense than public scrutiny. In January, Paris celebrated 5 years of sobriety from alcohol and heroin addiction, a milestone she honored with quiet strength. She's also poured her soul into music. Her 2020 debut album Wilted offered fans a raw, ethereal look into her inner world. Since then, she's released multiple EPs and singles that reflect emotional vulnerability and lyrical honesty. One of her most recent public highlights was touring with the band Incubus this summer, a major moment for any artist, let alone someone navigating a breakup. On July 18th, she posted, "It's been a hell of a summer so far." That same week, paparazzi photos published by the Daily Mail showed Paris visibly emotional, her eyes swollen, cheeks tear-streaked. She later confirmed those were breakup tears, shared candidly on X, formerly Twitter, on July 31st. Fans were rooting for Paris and Justin. They represented a couple who seemed to get each other, two creatives in tune with music, energy, and the chaos of Hollywood life. But perhaps what fans resonated with most was Paris herself, a woman unafraid to be messy, human, and real. Her journey hasn't been easy. She grew up under an unimaginable spotlight as the daughter of Michael Jackson, lost her father at just 11 years old, and spent her teen years battling addiction, depression, and overwhelming public attention. That she found love at all, let alone one worth planning a wedding around, felt like a win. And that's why this breakup feels so bittersweet. It's not just about romance ending. It's about a chapter closing in the life of someone the world has watched grow, fall, rise, and now, reset again. Very little is known publicly about Justin Long, Paris' now ex-fiancé. Not to be confused with the actor of the same name, this Justin Long is a music producer who worked with her behind the scenes. He kept a low profile throughout their relationship, letting Paris shine while remaining a steady figure beside her. Their relationship was largely private, and maybe that was the point. But with the engagement now called off, fans are left with more questions than answers. Did their paths simply diverge? Was it creative tension, personal growth, or deeper incompatibility that ended things? No official statement clarifies. Only the subtle social media posts, and the disappearance of many shared photos, mark the change. So where does Paris Jackson go from here? If history tells us anything, it's that Paris always finds a way to transform pain into art. Breakups, for many of us, are endings. But for Paris, they've often sparked creative rebirths. There's no doubt she'll process this heartbreak the way she knows best, through music, spirituality, and self-reflection. She's not defined by the men or women she dates, or the events that shake her life. She's defined by how she rises after every fall, through lyrics, tour stages, or tear-filled Instagram posts that show she's just like us, only stronger. Whether this breakup marks the end of a love story or the beginning of a new one, Paris Jackson remains one of the most compelling young artists of her generation. She's raw, vulnerable, and refreshingly unfiltered. As she steps into this next chapter, one thing is clear: she's not done telling her story, and we're not done listening. Thank you for watching. Bye.